Hello, hello. We're live. Check, check. Hopefully you can hear me. I think I've got my microphone on correctly. Let me know if it gets squeaky. Sorry about the sound issues last week. Just got another little sip of water. If you're watching the replay, just skip forward till you see stuff happen. I'm going to show some happy mail and some stuff, and then we'll start something. Start some jelly printing. Oh, okay. All right. The lighting looks okay. I don't usually have a drop sheet, but I don't have one today. So, hi Dar, hi Christopher. How was your your Comic Con? How did that go? Or is it today? No, it's not today because you wouldn't be here. Hi Diane. So it's a little bit of a rainy, dreary day here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing today. Hi Dee Dee. I think I'm going to use some of the paper you sent me today though, Dee. But I pulled this out. We're going to try that. Fun stream today again, Dee Dee. Always fun to see you color and see all your coloring pages. I'm going to do a flip through of this finished book here. It's on the weekend. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Hi, Deb Smith. I'll just wait for a few more people to come in and then we'll do a flip through of this. This is some happy mail I got. This is from Anne Lar. I remember watching her make this on stream. It's super cute, a little card. And then I also won this in a postcard giveaway from Dawn Thatch. She's for Grace Creations. And she mailed it August 13th, and it only got here like this last week. So, but isn't that cute? I wish I had an Alice journal to put that in. Super cute. Thank you, Dawn. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tim. Hi, Julie Parker. Are you working today? How's the sound today, guys? Is it okay? Hi, Jackie. Yes, isn't it cool? It's a cool postcard. I don't know. Yeah, the back's just plain. Oh, but there's her, For Grace Creations is her name on YouTube. She has a channel. So I'm just going to do a flip through of the book we were working on last week. I did finish it. I spent a couple hours after the stream and finished it. So I did a flip through as a short and on Instagram and Facebook, but I'll just read through it. I didn't really read it, so I'm just going to read it through it this time. The path to inner peace begins with 3 words, not my problem. This was really fun to do, this book. Get out of my way, I have my sassy pants on. So this one we did add the path. And then it flips open like this. So don't follow me, I'm lost too. And I added some extra little borders and stuff. And then it opens like that. I'm a rainbow sprinkle in a vanilla world. So in this one, I did draw this and I did fill in with some yellow paint here to make that hill. Thanks, Christopher. And then this one is another one of those horizontal pages. It says, everyone is doing the best they can, which is terrifying. So I liked how I had like this cat like driving on this like hill, and this little art by Marlene Sunflower Lady. I need to sign this book, Bossy Butt. Okay, I will. Yeah, I haven't signed it yet. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. So I did just some decoration. I think I did a Posca on the hill. So these are all art by Marlene decorations. The texts are things I wrote that I got from Janet M. Young. And this is actually a sticker that Janet sent me. And then we have this one. Mostly I just sit around all day being fabulous. And then stable is a place where horses live. I followed my heart. It led me to the fridge. I like that one. I'm not bossy. I just know what you should be doing. Yeah, I should sign this one. I should sign this page here. And then I'm currently unsupervised. I know it freaks me out too, but the possibilities are endless. And then cleaning, I just sweep the room with a glance. My husband liked that one. He thought that was pretty funny. I'm returning your nose, dear. I found it in my business. And then, and yet, despite the look on my face, you're still talking. Almost at the end. And then, the tales of your incompetence do not interest me. I thought she was a pretty hard A mermaid. And then, people who tolerate me on a daily basis, they're the real heroes. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. It was a fun little snarky book. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Tammy. Oh, it's Tutu. Hi, Tammy Tutu. Yes, I will sign this book. I don't know where I should sign it though. And then I put these little tabs to signify like where to open the book, because it's can be a little confusing. So that was lots of fun. I enjoyed that. Thanks to Dee Dee for the idea of doing a meander journal. I'll definitely do one of those again. All right, so the other thing I'm going to show is, so I was working on this this past week. So I was reorganizing all my gel prints. I had like those Alex drawers, and I had like, you know, these ones are finished. And I'm like, well, they're finished. Why should I just keep them in a drawer? So I decided to make a big journal. This one is 9 by almost 12. So what I did, so Robyn McClendon had done a big book, and she binded it, and I'm too lazy. I didn't do that. So what I did is I took that paper that we did the meander journal on, which is 18 by 24. So let's say, I'll just explain how I did it. So this is like 18 by 24. So I cut it in half like this way. We'll assume those are even. And then I folded them like that. And then I did one of those tab and slot bindings where you take one and you cut it. So let's say, this is not, I mean, I didn't do a perfect job with this book at all, but I'll show you what I've done in it so far in a second. So let's say you do that, and then the one here, you cut to there, let's say. So you cut the, and I used an X-Acto knife, I think, to cut it. I think they call this a tab and slot binding. So you cut one set of papers like that, and I think I had like 10 papers, and the other one you cut like this, and then you just kind of slide it through. So I had like 5 pages like this, 5 pages like that, and then I just kind of slid it through like so, but I had them more even than what these are. And then it gives you a book that kind of lays nice and flat. So that's how I did this one. But then I had it kind of wonky, so I ended up like trimming down, like I didn't have it perfectly lined up, so I did trim some of the pages to kind of like line them up a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's called the tab and slot or something. I mean, I'm not an expert on making journals, but that was my cheat to make this journal, because I wanted a big journal to put some of my 8 by 10 gel prints in. So I just did some collages, and these are inspired by Robyn McClendon. I'll just grab out her book again. You don't add more pages. So I had 5 cut in the middle, and I had 5 cut on the edges, and I rotated and I stuck it in. You could probably add more but then you're going to be adding to the front and the middle. Yeah. So I did some Robyn McClendon style collages. So at the back of her book, she has some inspiration pages here. So And if you watch her YouTube channel, she does a lot of, she's working on a big book, but she bound it differently. So this was mixed media paper. And then so this stuff is just jelly prints I had. Some weren't finished, some were, and I just kind of glued them down. And then, hi Lisa. And then this was some, I don't remember even what kind of paint that was. It might have been fabric paint, and it was dripped onto some black paper. So I just kind of tore it out. So these are just leftover prints. This, I thought, we did this a couple weeks ago. I thought it would be cool combined with this botanical one I did in a video. So I'll probably like rip this down, add it, and find some edging. Hi, Anne. Thanks, Dar. And then this one, I think you guys remember we did this one the same week. Or I think I had that as my example the week we did this, the mark making, negative and positive mark making. It's the ultimate cheat binding. Julie's ultimate cheat binding is the no-sew, where you wrap a string around the spine of the cover and slip groups of pages through. Yeah. I'm just gonna bring this up a bit. So that's this one. So where it was in the middle, I did slice it so that it wouldn't just crack. So that's using up some gel prints. And then this is a very different color combo for me. I have this page left from when I did the Akua printing. It's just like my cleanup print. This is one of those origami pages that Dee Dee sent me, this yellow. This was from a mark making session we did using oil pastels as a resist. So this is actually the page with the oil pastels. This was from like doing a botanical print a few years ago. This I actually glued. I had some leftover of one of my stencils. It was like on, I think this is, yeah, this is, it might be No Tear. I can't remember its cardinal strength. And I glued it on top of this other print. So just kind of like, almost like patchwork collages, but just a way that I can actually enjoy my prints instead of having them in a cupboard. This one I glued, so my cutting was a little wonky, so I glued this one all the way across to try to give it better structure here. And this was just a drop sheet, I think, and I'm thinking of like adding some of these. So I'm trying to go by color theme. And so you can see here where like it's not a very good book. Like it's just for me to enjoy some of my jelly prints. So this was one from when we did the cityscape, probably a year ago. And then I had this here was one big piece. It was actually a pretty big piece of paper. And then I added, so this is crinkled up. I think this is the wet strength tissue. And it's crinkled and it had black on it. So I glued that down. I took a piece left over from that, glued it. This was a piece of Carnival wet strength. And I just kind of, this was a piece of rice paper that I glued on there. And then I had these dots that Sophia sent me. And so I took one off. I think she had it on like some sort of tissue paper. And I put one there to kind of merge that in. That's the black deli paper that Dee sent me that had a strip of gold going across it. Here, I have the rest of that one somewhere. I was going to show you. So this was like a piece of tissue, like rice paper, that I just kind of ripped it and I glued it with matte medium. And then this was this piece of black deli that I just kind of added a square to. Yeah, I like that it lays flat. That's what I wanted. So that's all I did. And then I thought, well, I'd like to put this one from the other week. I'd like to put that one there. And I don't know. I thought this would go good with it because it's got a bit of purple. So that's what I've been working on. So I've got lots of room in here. I don't know if we'll end up working in this. We'll see. I thought we could just do some gel printing and see where it goes. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, I wanted something that lays flat. The binding that Robyn McClendon did laid really flat, and it's much better constructed. Maybe I'll put a link in the description to the video where she showed her binding. I'm going to put Robyn's, I'm just going to call it large journal binding. And I'll put a link in the description later. Hey, Darkwood Sanctuary, long time no see. All right, so when I was getting ready for today, I didn't know what I was going to do, but when I pulled out Big Peggy, look, she still has paint on her. So I thought, well, let's start by picking this up and we'll see where we go. The other thing I thought we could do today is play with, not on this one, but with the iridescent bronze fine, because when I was going through papers for the that book, I came across some of these papers I had done using the iridescent bronze fine. You see how it, if you wet it, it gives like this aqua tint to it, which is really pretty. No, Julie, she didn't do a video this week. She, I think she was at she had a post on her community page that she was at a conference, and there was no premiere this week. All right, did I miss anybody? Okay, so let's pick this up. And I thought we'd pick it up with just some, this did have red on it initially, didn't it? We could do red. Let's do some red and some Naples yellow, because it did have red initially. And I thought we could pick it up on this craft paper. Let's put a little bit of red. So if you don't know what to do, just do something. Just like I don't know what I'm doing today, but I thought I'll just do something, you know? Hey, Mitzi. Hi, Nessa. Hi, Star. So let's just do a couple little color blocks with this red. And of course, I don't have my brayer off paper ready, but that's okay. So let's do some red here, some red there, and maybe some there. Sure. And then I think we'll have to let that dry now because I'm going to pick it up with this white. So let's put Big Peggy over here. Diane, you didn't have internet this morning. That is panicky, isn't it? Okay, so I'll put that over there. Let's grab out, let's do some with that iridescent fine and see. So is the sound okay? I haven't seen anybody say the sound was wonky yet. Message. I don't know what that means. Massage? I'd like to go for massage. Oh, Nessa. Yes, I live the iPad. Okay, so let's do this. So when you spray it with water, you get that that fine turquoise. But then it's very watery. So if you don't pick it up right away, you have to just kind of let it dry. So let's do one that we pick it up right away just to show you, and then we'll do one where we let it dry. All seems good. Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to do this, and you can put a pattern in it before you spray it. So let's try some of this paper Dee Dee sent me. We'll do that. Whoops. So it's very fine there. And before it dries, and it does dry quickly, you have to spray it. Not sure if I was quick enough. And then you can see a little bit where that blue is coming in. So let's just do this. You see that blue tinge? And I, first time I saw someone use this paint this way was Kathy Arbor. So because it was wet, this is wrinkly. But look at that yumminess. I just love the color you get from this. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. So this is my favorite metallic for that reason. That's the Golden Fluid Iridescent Bronze Fine. I don't know of any other paper, any other paint that does that. So this is pretty wet, so we're gonna let that dry. But we do have some on here, but there won't be any blue on here. All the blue, because it was wet, came onto here. So we could do, let's do another one. That's pretty dry. Let's pick this up first. Let's pick it up with, see how pretty it's on the black? Let's pick it up with black. Just to, let's see. Let's pick up the black paint. This will do. I did get some Amsterdam paint, was on clearance. There was like a pack of 5 colors and it was like on sale, so I bought it. So this is oxide black. It's hard to see. Amsterdam. So let's do that. It is like a copper with verdigris. That's right. And I don't know what makes it do that. Let's get. And then I think that other one, I think Big Peggy should be ready for a pickup. I did not grab. Still got to get out my brayer off paper. Hi, Leona. Oops, that went crooked. Nice, Leona. Trying out new stuff. Excellent. So yeah, I don't really have a big plan today. I just thought, let's just start, see what happens, do some printing, maybe we'll do some collage. We'll just see what transpires. That's still wet there. So what we can do is we can just kind of pick up some of that wetness, because I'm feeling a little bit impatient. Oh, I'm not in the screen. My camera's kind of crooked too. Let's do that. There, that's a bit better. All right, let me get my brayer off paper ready this time. Brayer off. I'm still working through this book, using it as my brayer off book. And then I shall cannibalize it and put it in my drawer bank. So when I do my room tour, I'm going to show you how I've organized my papers, my painty papers, my jelly prints and stuff. Hi, Anina. Good to see you. All right, so I'm going to do a combination of this Naples yellow and titanium white. And we're going to pick it up with a craft paper. So when I was at Dee Dee's this morning, I mentioned that I got to visit with my 91-year-old aunt yesterday, her and her boyfriend. They've been together for, they don't live together, but they've been together for as long as my husband and I have been married. Yeah, so because she was a widow, and I don't know if I think he was separated or divorced or something, but anyhow, so yeah, so they drove up, I should say, from Calgary, and we went out for dinner, and it's just so nice to see them. And she has a few health issues, but actually up until last year she didn't have any health issues really, and but she's still very spry, super with it. I hope I will take after her. Hi, Barbara, chicken pot pie. Yeah, and I only brayer on one side of the paper so that, well, for one thing, so they don't stick together, but also so I can rip it out. So if I see a page I like, I can rip it out and I can add to it. So what I usually will use an X-Acto knife to take it out. But let's say I want some green, I need green and blue, then I can look in here and I can find it, or I can leaf through my my drawers. Yeah, it is a nice love story, isn't it? Yeah, they have a really good relationship. So they even came over after dinner to check out her new house, and we had a nice little visit. So she's 91, he's 88, and they're both, you know, quite spry. It's really great. Barbara saw Jane from on Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, she's 87 and she's sharp. I listened to a good podcast of her on Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I don't know what the name of her podcast is, but she interviews women and gets wisdom from women. So let's see. We'll give that just a little bit more time. Let's pull this up. So this was the leftover bronze we had, just on the black. So isn't that pretty? So that would be like a good base for something, right? Okay, let's do this, but this time let's let it dry, and then we'll pick it up with like the Naples yellow. I think would be interesting. We could use this one this time. Or maybe we'll use, let's use both. Let's see what happens if we use some of the paper Dee Dee sent me. We could do like a combination and see what we get. Do that. Maybe push this down first and then that, and then add the water and then let it dry. I don't remember if I've done this before, letting it dry, but we'll see. So you have to work quickly though, because these metallics, they dry so fast. Like a fluid paints dry fast, which is surprising. I think I have a hair on my brayer. Yes, I do. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's try that. That was not convenient. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's give it like a little press, a little squirt. Okay, and we're gonna let that dry, and hopefully it's gonna take a while to dry. We might not pull that till near the end, because see the blue separating a little bit already. So we're gonna let that dry, and then we'll try picking it up with the neutral and see how it looks. Okay, let's pull this up. Oh, we got Barbara singing already. So here's the leftover stuff we had from, gosh, I think, was that from 3 weeks? No, it was from a couple weeks ago, I think. But I just didn't have time. I didn't clean my big Peggy, and this is what we had left over. So that's kind of cool. I like it. It's interesting on the craft color. You can make like a little, this could be like a journal cover. We could add it to I could add it to my collage book. Definitely needs more though. All right. So what should we do? Let's work on here. I thought it might be neat to do this with the iridescent bronze, and maybe we could pick it up with the rice paper, and we could tear it up and add it. Let's try that. Reminds you of fishing huts on the frozen river. Interesting. So I'm going to put it pretty thick because I think, let's do that. Let's make it round for our doily. Waka waka whack-a-mole. Spritz, 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 spritz. Let it set, and then the tissue, or the, what is this? Rice paper. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too wet. That's good. This rice paper could, ooh. Look at ha. Look at ha. That'd be cool with some black added. Look at that. That's just yummy. Yummy, yummy. I think I said Kathy Arbor used this. I think Patty Tolley Parrish uses it this way too. And then once that dries, that'd be nice to add to a collage for sure. And we've got this down here. That's interesting. Is that too glary? Is that better? Surface of a planet, yeah. I just turned the light off. I'm just waiting to see on the camera if it looks better without that extra light. I don't know. That's without the light. Maybe just with the level 1 light instead of level 3 light. Okay, so now the metallics look better on like darker colors, right? So, oh, by the way, this was that bubble wrap, those big, the big bubble wrap. I thought that was kind of cool. What can we do? Oh, and this is another one of that, using the same technique. I don't remember what was on here. It looks like I was trying to do a landscape. I think this was with the placemat, and there might have been some crusty bits on there already. So that's just another example. Is it okay like this, Diane, where I just don't have the light quite so bright? Okay, so let's see. I don't think this one's dry. Yeah, like that's like super wet. I don't think that's gonna take a long time to dry. So maybe the best way is to do direct pickup. But we'll try. We'll let that dry. I mean, we have other plates we can use. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was I actually wanted to add some layers to this one using my loopies, my wonky O's. Oh, and here's another example I brought up that there were some black crusty bits. That's on graph paper. So those are examples of using that fine tech. Let's see. So that's pretty dry. I wonder if I don't think we can. I don't think that's going to work yet. We won't do that yet, but let's. What if we do this? Put black, put that on, roll it, and then pick it up on a piece of white paper. Or even we could do it on a piece of ledger paper. I haven't used ledger paper in a while. This is a big piece of ledger paper. Look how big that is. My goodness. Let's try it. What the heck? What the heck? Should we use, what if we use blue, like Prussian blue instead of black? Leona says you can never have too many black crusty bits. That's very true. It's very true. So here is Prussian blue, which is pretty dark. And we're going to try it on this ledger paper because why not? Why not? Okay. But we're going to put this on to give it just a little texture. Healy Real Estate and Improvement Company. I don't know that one, Barbara, but I know a David Bowie song. Blue, blue, electric blue, that's the color of my room. I did not make this stencil. This is a piece of floral wrap that Kathy Arbor sent me. It's sort of plasticky, but you could use hot glue. You can make, I watched Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. She has a video about making hot glue stencils. I made like a spider web once. We can definitely do that another time. So the black paper, oh, so this, Dar just put a link in for this black paper that Dee Dee sent me from Blick. Hello, Linda. Oh, you've missed a ton. You missed a ton, Linda. Hi, Kristen. I don't see, oh, there we go. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's kind of like old world map-ish, isn't it? I like that. It didn't really pick up here, I think, because of this, where this fold is. It didn't get full contact. But I think the blue is a good call. You can't really see the doily exactly, but I like it. All right. Maybe we should add something here. We could try just the fine with the water on here and see if we do it with this. We'll do that. Let's try that. So we're just doing intuitive gel printing with no plan. We're just seeing where one print kind of just leads us to another. It's fun to have a plan, but sometimes it's fun to not have a plan. So we'll use that. Okay, and we'll do a little bit of the spritzy spritz. Not too much because I don't want this paper to fall apart, but let's do it this way, like so. And let's add, see if we can add a bit to this print here. Hi, Jennifer McKinnon. Thanks, Nessa. Deb Smith says dark green is vintage, black is drama, and brown is sophisticated. Interesting. I guess I'm dramatic because I like black better than dark green and brown. Oh yeah, right. I thought I was transferring. So just added a little bit of that stripe here because why not? And we still have that little crusty bit. Let's see. I must have used the number from this page in something because it's got, see, a little chunk missing, right? There we go. So now we have It's still a bit wet, so I can't really show you straight, but see here where the green separated out. I like how it melds in with the green line here. Must be water reactive because you can see it kind of smudged out there. I like that. I think that would look cool in my my big collage journal. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you, could you guys see that? So I'm going to let that dry. You can see it's still quite wet there. So we'll let that dry. We have this one. This is all dry now. We could add some black onto that, although I do like it as is. I think some black, like scripting or circle. I think a black circle would look really cool on this. I'm going to do it. It's going to do a black circle here, and then we'll just kind of pop that on. I think it's dry enough. I think it's dry enough. Well, I have this. I haven't used this much. I think it's acrylic, water-based acrylic. I think the gold paint is a very special gold paint. It's this golden golden fluid iridescent bronze fine. And it's the only one I know that does that. And it wasn't my discovery. I learned it from other people. Let's see what this looks like. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's do a test. That's pretty wet. Let's just dry this off here. Let's just do like some circles. Another more mark making, kind of similar to what we did last week. So, not sure if I like that part. Let's add a smaller one in the middle. I just felt like that went nowhere, so yeah, I like that better. So that would be good. This is rice paper, so when you collage it on top of something else, it would disappear quite well. Just to show you this page here. Where is it? For those coming in, I showed this big book I've been working on. Excuse me. So this section here, that's rice paper with, I think, sumi ink on it. And see how it really disappears if you put it on with matte medium. So that's how we could use that thingamajig. Now, I don't know, I haven't used this very much. This was from the art store. Acrylic, I don't know what brand it is. 50 millimeter replaceable tip, shake well. High coverage. I feel like it came with a pack of something that I had. Okay, so now we've got some black, we've got some of that bronze. I feel like we could pick up, what if we, try this stencil? Just thinking. Maybe with the Prussian or teal. Let's try it. Let's do teal, like a dark teal. Julie says she's attempting to talk herself out of buying Tim's new sprays. Oh, good luck. good luck with that. I think it's great to try to conserve. My hands are all painty. I need something to pick up. This. Okay. I don't know if I have enough paint on here. So I think we'll do. Let's do this. Do I collage and glue on stream too? Not as often. It takes me. I'm not a very quick collager, but I might. We'll see. I was gonna maybe try to collage today. If we get some papers that we like, we might try to do a bit of a collage. Okay, so let's let that dry, and then should we pick it up on this one with the black? But then we're really not going to see anything on there, so I don't think that's a good idea. Let's pick it up. We could pick it up on the other side, on the other piece of this one. We could do that. Let's do that. Hi, Goldie. I just need to wipe my fingers. Yeah, I do tags. I did that meander journal. I do collage. I guess I do. I have done. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I do collage on stream. You're right, Diane. I have done collage. All right. Let's just wipe my fingers. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. I have this is drying. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna dry. See that? That blue. I don't know if I'm going to be patient enough. Yeah, I don't think. We'll leave it as an experiment. We'll see. I don't know if that blue is going to dry on there. Or we could pick this up on here on the back of this one. That might be cool. Let's do that. We could even pick it up with red. We could do that. Let's pick it up with the red on the back of this craft colored cardstock. I do like me some red. Yeah, I think it's all dry. This is my favorite red. It's the cadmium red medium hue. Hue? Who's Hue? Okay, let me get my brayer off paper ready. So today, I guess we're doing intuitive jelly printing with maybe some collage. We'll see. I'm finding some of these papers inspiring, so maybe we will. So I'm trying to find an open spot in my collage book here, in my brayer off book. There's something about red and turquoise that I really like. Here, let's do the whole. Let's see what happens. So it's a big surface. If I want to get the edges, I gotta rub it quite well. There's a big wrinkle in the middle. I don't think that's gonna pick up very good. Yeah, I don't tend to buy every color of every product. So if I'm interested in a product, I'll buy like a couple colors. Hi, Annette. Okay, so let's put this aside. Let's put Big Peggy aside. Let's put her up here. And should we see, let's check out our big book here. Maybe I'm finding this very inspiring, this piece here. So maybe we can find a place to collage it. Maybe here. Okay, let's cut it out. Or rip it. Ripping it's even better. Let me get my my metal ruler, which I had trouble finding last week, didn't I? Here it is. I found it. Let's turn it this way. I'm a right-handed ripper. I'm not an ambidextrous ripper. And there's this green line here I can follow to make it somewhat straight. I think this ledger paper is vintage paper that I believe I bought from Johnny, Junk Journal Shop Johnny. She'll have, she has online sales mainly, like, I mean, on stream sales. So she'll have like auctions or like you just say me in chat. And I don't do a lot of stream sales. In fact, I've kind of told myself I can't really do any right now because I don't need any more stuff. So that, I like that. I think that's very inspiring. And it covers pretty much the whole page. I can cut off that. Okay, what else can we add to that? Do we have, let's see. We have this paper we could put behind here. So when I try to collage, this is what I run into. I get like decision fatigue. I do have this piece that is on tissue, but if we put it, if we put that to that edge here, and we put something under here, we could glue this on top. Might be interesting. It's got the blues in it. Or we could glue this like that. But I think I might want some cream color behind here. Or like so. Get to that. Let's put something back there. Not this, because that's the same. See, this is where I get like, I don't know what to do. Let's just go for it. So I'm going to put this underneath. Hi, Silhi, how are you? And then that's going to be here. That's going to go underneath. So let's take this here. Maybe we can add it to the edge. Just go for it. Okay, let's cut this. And you know what? It's just paper, and it's just in a journal for my own perusing. It's not rocket science. It's not, you know, it's not inventing penicillin. It's a just go for it kind of day. That's right, Linda. Okay, so we're going to glue that there. Could even maybe put one strip here, one strip there, if we have enough. No, I think that's too long, but we could do one strip. I'm glad you're feeling better. And you guys can't even see what I'm doing down there. Let's move that up, shall we? Okay, so let's glue this first. So what I do is I take a piece of wax paper. Oh, I wanted to say I won't be live streaming next week. I'm going to be away, but I'm working on a video that will go be published during my regular live stream time. So hopefully I'll get it. Hopefully I get it done. Oh, and I need the wax paper for underneath there too. So I'm going to be posting a video of my, excuse me, of my postcards that I made for the Janet and Dee Dee postcard swap. And it's going to be pretty long because I'm doing 3 parts. First part is doing hand carving some stamps. The second part is working, making some jelly plated papers for the background. And then the third part is assembling the postcards. So I think they turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. So I'm just hoping I can get the video edited. So that's Eileen's tacky, and then I take some just regular glue stick and I use that to spread the glue evenly across the surface of the page. When we do the rice paper, we're going to use matte medium though, because we want it to go transparent. But for this, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stand up, try to get it all the way to that corner. Oh wait, no, I was going to do in the middle, wasn't I? Let's just do it up to the corner. Oop, not high enough. So this is the issue when you're live streaming, is sometimes you can't get the right angle on what you're doing because the camera's in the way. Okay, and then you can use your bone folder to really smush it down. Okay, and then that's going to go here. And then we still have to figure out what's going to happen in this corner. I think I'd like to figure that out before I actually glue that on top. Not sure. I feel like we might go that way. I'm going to rip it so it's not quite so square. What can we do? I feel like we need something blue. Blue, blue, electric blue. That's too blue. Let me go to, or we could just do this, we could just put this down there. It's a nice neutral. I don't even know where this is from. This was in my drawer full of brayer offs and painty papers. It's got different colors on it. Hi, Dana Yates. Thanks, Tammy. Thank you for the encouragement. Let's cut that. So we're doing intuitive gel printing and intuitive collage. Trying to decide. Do we do it this way? I think I like this. If you guys can see. I think I like that, but I'm going to rip this more, make it more of a organic kind of rip. That's that. Let's just cut this here. So keep your brayer off sheets because you never know when you're going to use them, right? Let's do that. That's going to go there. I feel like we could ink this edge a bit. Okay. Let's glue that on here. We still have to pull the back of that craft paper. So especially if you're gluing acrylic to acrylic, you need something thicker than, I think you need something thicker than just a glue stick. Now the paper that we're gluing this onto, like the white paper, doesn't have acrylic on it, but this other piece here has acrylic. So this is just, we'll cut off the excess. Okay, so let's glue this one on now. And this one I'm going to go right over the crack because there's this bad cuttage I did. So to do that, I'm going to just put this wax paper underneath. I need another piece. And then we can always slice it after if it starts ripping or whatever. So I'm just putting this wax paper. I'm scooching it in as far as I can so it doesn't stick to the next level. And then we're going to glue that on here. I don't know what we're going to do with this corner yet that has that little divot in it, but it might actually be almost off the page. So we'll worry about that later. All right, so let's get some glue. Now this is a big book, so when I did the other pages, I actually did it I have like an IKEA island. So I actually did it on an IKEA island, which just had a little bit more room. So I'm going to go on the edges here and try to go quickly so this glue doesn't dry. Especially, I find it's very dry where I live, so the glue sticks dry really fast. Okay, and I'm not going to worry too much if the glue goes onto the paper because that's what we're gluing it down to. Quick, quick, quick as a bunny. I'd like to try to get the whole surface covered. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to stand up, start at this corner here, go across. And then find my bone folder. You can see it's not gluing right on that corner. We can add a bit of glue. So we'll just use a little bit. Let's lift this up a bit and add a bit more glue here. Pull up the extra. Okay. And we can keep adding elements. Like I'm going to add that rice paper, and down the road, maybe I'll add something else. I don't know. Like I don't have to necessarily say that each page is finished. I'm just making sure that didn't glue get stuck underneath. It did not, so that's good. Let's cut this off just so we can see where we're at. And then if this book starts to get wonky, I just put it under some larger books to flatten it out. Just cutting the excess off here. And here. And we've got a little bit over here. I'm going to let that dry a bit before I put the rice paper on, because I think it's just better to have it dry. Here, there's a bit of glue we can just wipe off. Here, I should cut it. So it looks like that teal color that comes out of that fine tech isn't necessarily looks like it's maybe water reactive. So we're going to have to be careful gluing this down. We might just have to put the matte medium underneath and stick it down, because I'm worried. Let's do a test. If we wet it, well, actually, it's staying put. So maybe that was just something else that came up. All right, so that's that. And I'm feeling like, let's rip this down. Let's use a water brush. Hi, Jolu. I'm just going to use a water brush to tear this. So we have a nice feathery edge, because you might see the edge a little bit. This is rice paper. I don't know the brand. This is a brand that my mom had left over from a roll, so I don't really know, but it's pretty sturdy. It seems to be like a sturdy type. It's not super thin. "98%. What's 98%? I'd like to know. 98%. What are we talking about? Okay, so that's nice and feathery. I might just give that a minute to dry. So I haven't decided. I feel like it needs to go over here. And I feel like I kind of like it like that. And then maybe there'd be something else down here that we might put in later, like maybe one of these pieces. We could cut this down. It's got a bit of that gold on it. I want to keep the writing, seeing the writing through. I'll probably cut that down. I think I might add that back at some point. So let's just let that dry for a second. Let's grab out Big Peggy and see how this looks. So this was the leftover bronze, or what's it called? I'll pull it out again. See, remember I said it felt wrinkly, so it wasn't going to pull everything up. So there's that side. We can definitely add more there. And here's this side. So it would be a good base for like an abstract collage. Or you could add more of this gold over here. I think that would look cool. We'll see. Maybe we'll get to that today. Maybe we won't. Let's see how this other page is drying. It's starting to dry a bit more. This one here. See, some of these droplets are drying down a bit. So we might pull that yet. Okay, let's move Big Peggy over here. And I'm assuming you guys can still hear me okay? All right, I'm feeling this way. I don't like this. I like that this kind of brings us back into the page, this loopy. If we do this, I feel like it brings us off the page. Hi, Kimberly. And I'm not, a collage expert. I don't have the training, etc. All right, so let's use our matte medium. I'm going to get, put it there. So this is I'm going to use just this cheap North Shore acrylic matte medium from the Walmarts. I'm going to put it in a lid. And I'm going to get a brush, a big brush. Yeah, this one's pretty big. Or could we use a bigger one? This is too big. That might work. I haven't really used this one much. Definitely some water. So this was the paint I was talking about, the Iridescent Bronze Fine by Golden Fluid. That's the one that gives us this tealy kind of color. Let me just move some of this stuff here. Scissors. How are we doing for time? Are we doing okay for time? Let's see. I'm time challenged sometimes. So we're almost at an hour and a half. So we've got some time. We've got some time. It's going to be loud. Ooh, there we go. So I'm going to put a good amount. This stuff is very runny. It comes off very quickly. So I'm thinking, I don't know how stable that's going to be. So we're going to find out together. So I'm just going to kind of put it on here where I think it's going to cover. What the heck, right? And let me give that a wipe. Oh, bye, Nina. Sorry you have a headache. And I'm going to, let's do, just put a light coating underneath here. I'm going to need more, I think. Okay, let's put this on top. I feel like it needs more moisture. I'm going to spray it just to get it as translucent as possible. Oh, okay, that black is not stable. Okay, interesting. I would have guessed the opposite, but hey, let's just go with it. So I'm not going to put a lot of matte medium on top. I would have thought that matte, it was acrylic, right? But it's smudging. So we might add, after we get this glued down, I might add a bit more intentional smudging just to make it cohesive. So I'm just putting a bit more under there. I'm going to try not to, there you are, in a little crack. Try to get the edges down. Oh, I need more. Okay, that's not, this is taking a lot of matte medium here. Oh gosh. So it's on the fingers. Let's just do this. So since this is smudging anyhow, just kind of try to, I'm trying to get the rice paper somewhat see-through, so I'm just kind of going with my finger here. Okay, now that's smudged there, so let's make just a few intentional smudges, just so that it, yeah, there we go. And then let's do this. Just taking off the excess. And then some of the rice paper is pilling up, so that tells me I have to stop. I can't see chat because my wax paper went over top. Oh, right here, the rice paper is dissolving, so I'm just going to wipe it away. Okay. Now let's use a heat gun. And I did pull out earlier, I pulled out this gold dimensional paint. We could add some gold on there. But I think I might want to add that black over here. Let me get the heat gun. Heat gun. Hi, Bree. Yes, noise pollution. We can always cut this in the middle if we want, if it starts to break. Barbara says she's been making fabulous snacks out of rice paper in the air fryer. A different kind of rice paper. It sounds good. I love my air fryer. So the paper that I made this journal out of is Canson mixed media paper. The same one I used when I made that meander journal. Let me wipe my hands here. Got matte medium on my hands. All right. Let us, so I'm still feeling like I want this square here, but I don't want it to cover that. Although right here would be a good spot for it, right? Where there's that. I feel like cutting it here. This ledger paper feels really nice. I don't want to cover too much of that though, do I? Let me just cut a little bit off here because it's a little wrinkly. What if we do more like a strip instead of a square? If we did like that. And then maybe we can put another strip here. Look on the screen. Sometimes you get a better look like when you look at the picture. So if you're doing a collage and you're not sure, you can take a picture of it or even just look at it through your camera. I'm going to just clip the edge here. Because it's hard to see. Diane says she'd be lost without her air fryer. My kids would be lost without our air fryer. They love it. They use it a lot. So here's where I would probably not glue anything. I would probably just like let it sit and come back. I kind of feel like I like this. Like I like how this comes here. But I need something up here because we had that little missing piece. Maybe I'll just cut a piece of this yellow just to put there. And then we can add gold to it or something. I'll just do that. I'm just going to glue that in the corner while I'm thinking. Oops. So I'm going to let that dry before I cut it. Or even the back of this is kind of cool. We could use that. Maybe we do that. I don't know. And then we still have this gold. Like this looks crooked. This looks crooked. Like I like this edge is a bit more natural. I'm just gonna kind of make this one a little bit more wonky there. All right. So there's a natural break here, so I think I would put that on top there. And then we could put, where did it go? This, we could put like some spots, or we could put something across. Any thoughts? Any tips? What's our thinking? Like I said, I'm not a trained abstract collage artist. I'm just learning, just playing. What do you guys think? We could add like 3 gold circles on here with this. Thinking a good vertical. I don't know what that means. Hi, Kathy Brooks. Like we need a vertical line. We could try. Just see. I don't know what color this is here. What we did. I'm just going to see what this looks like. Put that, let that dry. Where's my lid? Here it is. Do that. We can move that up like that. I'm just kind of waiting to see how it looks on the screen. Maybe we do that. Abstract does not come naturally to you. Yeah, me either. Like I'm learning. It doesn't, everyone's going to see like a different idea. The dark vertical needs to be thinner. This one here. Yeah, but now I've put something on it, so I could tear it. This way, or this needs to be thinner? No, the other one, this one. If we put it vertical. There's something about this here that I kind of want to cover though. Like I kind of want to cover that. A circular shape. Yes, a circular shape. So this is where, no, the other one. What's problem is that with the lag, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to know what to do. So what I might do is if I don't know what to do, I just, I put it away and I come back to it. Now, next week I won't be here. I'm going to be away, so I am going to be releasing a video. No, no. I'm not, I would definitely put dark around it. So I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to finish it because I not feeling it yet. I'm going to let it sit on my table and let it percolate, let it dry. Barb says that's what I do, which explains the heaps of piles on her table. Yeah. You can even use like a piece of this. But I like using this on the gel plate, and this is the only piece I have, so I want to keep it. So anyhow, I don't know how that's going to turn out. But I like, you know, I liked the feel of this. I liked how this is working. I'm still feeling that. And I like how it says journal there, so I don't want to cover that. So anyways, I'm going to keep, I'll keep this in mind. Let's see what else we have. Well, let's see how this thing's drying here. So this is pretty much, it's pretty much dry now. So let's pull that. We'll put a pin in this. We won't come back to it next week because I'm going to be releasing a video instead of doing a live next week. But in 2 weeks, I'll probably have that finished and we'll see how it looks. Some might like it, some might not, but you know, that's okay. All right, let's pull this. And I think I want to do it on, I think I want to do it with like a parchment color because I want the blue to show. If I do it on black, then we won't be able to see the blue bits. So let's get out our, where is it? I want that Naples yellow. Where did I put it? Here it is. What we could do is we could put, let's try an ombre of the Naples yellow. Is that going to disappear? Just thinking. We could do the metallic. Let's do this metallic blue in the middle and the Naples yellow on either side. Just as an experiment to see how it looks. And I've got to get a piece of paper. I'll do it on this piece here. And then we'll do a review of our prints after we pull this one. Well, or we'll do a review of our prints and then pull this, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, Naples yellow on the top and the bottom. Didn't I say that? And this blue metallic in the middle, just, I don't know. I think brown would be cool in the middle, but I'm gonna do this multi-surface aquamarine metallic. I think my plate has like a bit of a divot right here. I'm gonna have to get a new plate at some point. Okay, trying to smooth it out, but it's might have obliterated that blue color, but we'll see. Bye, Tammy. Aloha. I sure appreciate everybody coming today to join me for my live. This brayer off sheet's kind of cool. Okay, all right, so let's let that dry. Let's review what we did. So today, I wanted to use my wonky O's, but I didn't really use them very much. I guess I did on the craft stock. So we did this piece. We did this piece here, just on the white paper. And then that was the ghost print of this one. And we did, we picked up the rest of what we had on Big Peggy, my large jelly plate, which is 12 by 14, onto craft stock. And we picked it up using a bit of red and then some white and the Naples yellow. And then on the back side, we picked up that leftover circle that we had on that rice paper that we're going to show in a second, and a little bit of that leftover fine tech. I want to say fine tech. It's not fine tech. Where is it? So we were sort of exploring today, ended up being exploring iridescent bronze fine golden fluid. So maybe I'll name the stream exploring golden iridescent bronze fine. That might be a good idea. And we have our collage that we're working on. So we did these. So this is that same bronze fine on ledger paper with a bit of water over here. Here we picked it up with the Prussian blue, and we added texture using this thing, the floral paper. This is the rice paper we used to pick up the bronze fine onto the rice paper, and that acrylic water-based, which doesn't seem to be very permanent. It kind of smudged a bit, so I don't know, I'll have to do more testing on that. So we started a bit of a collage. We're not sure where we're going to end up with this collage. Oopsie, I stuck my finger in that gold, but I'm tending towards something like that. I don't know yet. We'll find out in a couple weeks when I'm back. And let's see if this one is ready to pull. I think that's everything we did jelly print wise, right? I did do a flip through of the Meander journal that we did last week. If you want to watch the replay to see how that turned out up close. Here we go. Ooh, okay. I am not disappointed. I thought maybe that metallic blue was a mistake, but Check this out. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So this one, we sprayed it with water, we let it dry. So we've got these little gold speckles. Now I kind of obliterated that aqua blue, but I think it gave really subtle, like a very subtle change to the Naples yellow. I don't know if you can see that. But it's really, in person, it's really luminescent. Yeah. So I think we'll just say our goodbyes. So just again, I'm not going to be live streaming next week. I will be releasing a pre-recorded video instead of my postcards for the postcard swap hosted by Janet and Dee Dee. So you don't have to watch it right at 2:30, but that's when I'm gonna post it. Yeah, let's turn this off to see if it's easier to see like that. Thank you, Brooke. Thanks, Dar, for your awesome modding. Thank you, Deb and Kim and Jackie Hunter, Rhonda, Nessa. Yeah, everybody that came. I had a good time. I didn't know what was going to happen, what we were going to do, but I think we got a good start on a collage. Thank you, Jennifer. Thanks, Linda. I'll talk to you later. And yeah, have a great week. I'll be popping into lives next week, but I won't be able to live stream next week. But I'll see you guys around. I won't be totally out of the loop. I'm glad you're feeling better still. Hey, good to see you out and about. Bye, Darkwoods. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, happy arting, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.